Hello and welcome to another episode of Virtual Tabletop with me, your host, Rodney Orpheus. I'm just checking my headphones here. We've been off the air for a few weeks because of illness and busyness and COVID-19 and all sorts of weird stuff. But we are back now with another exciting episode in our adventures through the savage world of Primeval Thule. Even though you can actually see on the game screen over there that it's got a Lankmar decal. That's because somebody gave me a birthday present of the Lankmar module, so I put that in there. For those of you who haven't seen Virtual Tabletop before, this is a live-action role-playing game. We've got 4 players and me as the game master. We are playing this game, Savage Worlds. Which is a fabulous role-playing game system that we love very much. If you're not au fait with the role-playing games, you probably know about Dungeons & Dragons. It's alright. It's a decent game, but the rules are kind of wank. We prefer Savage Worlds rules, which it works a little bit better. And it's faster, and it's a lot more fun. Fast, furious fun, as they say. If you've seen the previous episodes, we had our first season. We were running a Second World War game, horror game called Achtung Cthulhu. Check that out on the streams. We've saved, hopefully all, but most of these streams should be saved on Twitch and on YouTube. So if you like World War II horror, go to Season 1, see Achtung Cthulhu. Season 2, we took a different tack. We had an all-girl fantasy game. Well, me as the only guy. We had an all-female team who were all new to role-playing. So if you're new to role-playing, that's actually a great place to start, because we go through the rules very slowly and carefully and talk about how everything works. And it's still a lot of fun, even if you do know the rules. But if you're new to the game, Season 2 with the Savagettes is definitely worth checking out. That's a really fun game as well. Now we're into Season 3, and we have tonight 4 players. 3 of whom are quite seasoned RPG players, very seasoned RPG players, in one case of decades-long experience, and one newish player. But so if you're watching, by the way, the other thing to remember is that our games are interactive. I will be watching the chat on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, do say hello in the chat box. I will see it coming up here with a very slight delay. If you're watching on YouTube right now live, you may want to switch to the Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/Rodney418. If you switch to the Twitch channel, you can interact with us. And we are happily to take suggestions. If you have any suggestions for how the plot should go, throw it in the chat and be part of the whole thing. So let's go to the team and introduce them. Here we go. And so here are our 4 players. A regular nerd says, no blood anacondas, please. Well, talking of a regular nerd, he's right here on the screen. Oh, this is Adam, a regular nerd. Hello, Adam. And I almost forgot to unmute you, but I remember this time. Damn. You should be unmuted. Yeah, the classic, I always forget to unmute people. So you should be live, Adam.
Yeah, I was just joking. No, I think I'm probably not muted. What should I say?
Introduce yourself probably. And talk about your character. A short introduction as to who you're playing.
Well, by the way, I'm also a long-time gamer. I started in 88.
88? Wow. That's nearly as long as Robert and I.
When I was 12.
Years old.
You were 12? Wow.
Yep.
Okay,
well,
that's definitely...
That's very strange things.
That is young. No wonder you ended up the way you are.
It was Das Schwarze Auge, because it was Germany.
Das Schwarze Auge. Ja, diese berühmte deutsche Rollenspiel.
Exactly.
Yeah, I speak German too.
I am
the Dark Eye, for those of you watching who do not speak German. It's the big game in Germany, the Dark Eye. Yeah, so Adam, back to you.
It's the shit. I am playing Dam Nerfine, who is a cleric of Nurgle. And Nurgle, who, for those who don't know, is the god of war and death and the keeper of the underworld.
Right,
And
good guy to be
nice
worshipping,
guy.
especially in this game.
Eventually, yeah.
And beside Adam, we have Robin. Say hello.
Hello. Yeah, I'm the one of the ancient gamers. Yeah, I can't remember when my first RPG would have been 1982, 83, something like that. It was Dragon Quest, and then not so long after that, I hooked up with Rodney and played and even wrote a few games together.
Yeah, you would have just made role-playing games, I believe. I think when I first met you, you were playing Star Frontiers or something. Is that right? Did I remember that correctly?
I played Space Opera with Trev.
Space Opera, that's what it was. Yes.
Yeah, the most complicated rule system ever. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we started playing together with FASA Star Trek, which was an excellent game.
Awesome game. Yeah.
Back in the day. So who are you playing today?
I am playing Talarian, who is a gentleman, a courtier, a bon vivant, some would say a glutton, a librarian and historian, a tutor to the Queen, and also, unbeknownst to most, her spymaster.
The Queen of Quodath, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Quodath, yeah.
Yes.
For those of you,
spymaster is a bit of
we're playing in a setting called we're playing in a setting called Primeval Thule, which is a kind of a swords and sorcery fantasy. It's basically a Robert E. Howard Conan mixed with Michael Moorcock Elric, mixed with a bit of H.P. Lovecraft, mixed with a bit of Tolkien or whatever. It's a real of a mishmash of a setting, but we love it. And also the characters in this game are actually have come from other games, or some of the characters, because in our gaming guild we actually run multiple campaigns simultaneously in the same setting. Excuse me. So characters can frequently move from one campaign to the other, from one game to the other, which Talarian and Dan both started in other games in the same setting. So they are significantly more, just the players are significantly more experienced, their characters are significantly more experienced. So next on the line we have Kailyn, who is a very new player. If you've been watching the Savagettes, you've seen her play her first games during the Savagettes, but she's still with us, astonishingly. And who are you playing, Kailyn?
I'm still playing with Evelyn, the human fighter, basically. She's a big girl, so she always gets up front and takes the heat, to put it like that. She's also very impulsive. She doesn't really like to debate a lot and just goes for it sometimes. And with a string of bad luck, it doesn't end that well, usually.
She's still alive, so that's
still alive,
that's as good as you can expect in my games.
I think I chopped 2 heads off, didn't I?
You've chopped many heads off, yes.
So it does help.
You've, despite being a fairly new character and a fairly new player, you've certainly proven your worth in battle already.
Yeah, so new to the game, but
you're doing great.
Yeah.
And last but not least, old school gamer, another Eastern European, Bojan, but with a new character in this game.
Yep, I'm running Corthan now. He's a very curious guy who has a bit of a secret, and he has sworn loyalty to Set.
Oh.
He likes to strike from the shadows. Mostly.
Okay.
That's handy.
All right, so we've got a dark, thiefy, stealthy kind of assassin character. I like it. Okay, so when we last played a few weeks ago, Dam and Aveline had been searching through the tomb of a tomb that was a shrine to Dam's god Nergal, and had some interesting adventures there. That's over now, and you find yourselves outside the tomb in pretty much the middle of nowhere. So where we left off, you are somewhere along the east coast of the giant continent of Thule, quite far away from civilization and on your own. So let's start with you two, and we'll bring the other characters in as we can. So I take it you want to try and get back to civilization somehow.
That would be nice.
Okay.
Do you
Yes.
agree then?
Yes, that was my plan before I had to come here to investigate this sacrilege that was happening to the temple. I had actually to run an errand to Quodeth to inform my former colleagues about an organization that is basically after them and artifacts that they have. So I would
Okay.
appreciate it if we could head that way.
Sure, I don't have anywhere to be, really.
All
So
right.
I'll follow you. Yeah.
So you trample your way through the woodland and the forests until eventually you find yourself near what's more or less a road. And you can see that there are very cart tracks and hoof prints and so on. So it's a used road. So it's definitely heading somewhere towards civilization. So as you walk down that road, you hear coming up behind you a clatter of horses and wheels, and it's a caravan, small caravan coming down the way. And sitting on the one of the coaches, you see both Telerian and Corthan are in this caravan, and they're heading. Well, why don't we ask and see where they're going? They're assumingly going to Quodeth. So, take it from there.
Well, we'll put them to a halt, just go wave to them and ask for their attention.
Yep.
Then we'll pick this up.
Telerian!
Oh yes, Dan and Telerian know each other, of course.
Ah,
Good to see you!
damn, my man. Long time no see.
Indeed,
What have you been up to?
Oh my! I went to my
Yeah,
people
you
to find out what I can about the sword of the assassins that were trying to kill us, and I don't have the best of news. But what's with the rest?
Well, after that somewhat unfortunate incident with the giant snake and a lot of dead bodies, I was advised that it would be good for my health to leave Quodeth for a while.
Ah, so you're heading away from Quodeth.
No, I'm heading back.
Oh, you're heading back, I see.
Oh, yes. I had a teeny adventure involving a dragon.
A dragon?
Oh yeah, very, very, very
Really?
friendly dragon actually. Yes.
I haven't seen a dragon anywhere.
Yes, for
They
those
are
of you
somewhat
who
rare,
haven't been
yes.
keeping track in previous episodes, Kailyn and her party inadvertently released a long dormant dragon, and in doing so have effectively changed the entire social, political and ecological landscape of the entire continent. But I'm sure that won't come to haunt them later in any way, possibly size, shape or form. So
What could go wrong?
If I could add something out of character here, Telerian did something else to
Oh, I
further
was
that
going to
change.
mention that. Let's not talk about
Get all the dirt out.
things like that. No, we had a very nice conversation with a perfectly friendly dragon. Then hitched a ride with a rather pleasant pirate queen who dropped me off, and then I just hopped on this cart, going back to see if things have cooled down a bit in our dear old city.
all right.
That's wonderful. Good. That's great. I'm tired of walking now.
Oh.
Shuffle up. Can we join?
Hop on, old friend, and
If
who
you
is
don't mind,
this?
I would like to introduce you to Evelyn. We braved an abomination inside a temple of Nurgle together, and I'm very impressed by this young human. And
Oh,
her
I-
fighting.
Saved your ass a couple of times.
She did. She,
Oh,
she did quite.
It's gladly done.
I bow deeply to the extent that an extremely obese person on top of a cart can actually laugh.
Okay, I'm going to give you a Benny for making me laugh, Delirian, which is usually one of your best skills I find in this game. For those of you who don't know Savage Worlds, there are certain little coins that the Game Master can give out called Bennies, and characters can use them to do heroic things like re-roll problems or do so if you make the Game Master laugh and if you keep the audience entertained, you get spare bennies, you get more bennies and can do better things. So if you're watching and you're on the chat, if somebody is really entertaining you and you really like how they're playing, feel free to advise that they should get a benny from you, so you can actually give the characters rewards for playing well. So please keep that in mind. All right, so okay. You get in the cart and you keep on rolling down the road. So night is starting to fall as you get to a small village. Not a huge village by any means. Clearly, it's a farming village. It's on the track. There's an inn there where you can... The wagon master... they pull up the caravan and everybody gets out. And this is where they're going to water the horses, get some food and drink, have a bio break, and have a kip for the night. So that's the standard setting we are. So you're in this village. What are you going to do?
Go to the inn.
Mm-hmm.
See if they have
Always
bed
an
available.
adventurer's friend. Yes. Okay, so you go in the inn, and it's a classic village inn. It's small, it's pokey, it's sweaty. There's smoke coming out of what's sort of a chimney, but it's warm and it's got food and drink of arguable quality, shall we say? But yeah, and so there's a big fat man behind the bar. He's like polishing glasses as they always do. And it's like, "Oh, evening, ladies and gents. What can I do for you then?"
I waddle up to the bar and good evening, my fine fellow. Bed and board for 4 is what we were looking for.
For 4.
Your
for
finest
4.
rooms, your finest food, your finest ale. Because I doubt if you have wine here.
Aye. That'll be right, sir. Aye. Oh, we can do that. Aye. Well, you'll all have to like kip in together there. It's not a lot of space here tonight.
That's fine.
We're only a small inn, but All right. So you do your thing. You're sitting around. You're getting your food, whatever. And then suddenly, you hear a banging and a clattering and it's screaming. People screaming. And there's lots of commotion happening outside. Let's get to the action.
Okay.
Immediately.
I get up and draw my sword.
Yeah, me too. And my shield.
I sit down and draw my dagger. I haven't seen anything worth getting up for yet.
Well, there is that.
I'll go first. Don't worry.
Okay.
Unless Cortan wants to peek out the window or something.
You tell me, Cortan.
I'm out the door before anyone gets a chance to even draw their weapons.
You're gonna run straight out
That
the door.
passed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanna see
So
what
you
the
run
commotion-
out the door, and it's quite dark. Then there's a lot of people running around. There's a lot of screaming and panicking, and horses neighing, and all sorts of things happening. And someone yells, "Pirates! Slavers! Pirates!"
Oh. Really? Pirates? Slavers? I have a
Okay.
score to settle with those guys.
That's
If-
true.
if it's the
Yes.
same people, I don't care, but their heads are mine. So
If it's the same people.
basically,
You take the pirates, I'll take the slavers. I have a beef with slavers.
well, I was kidnapped too, so but
That's true.
fine.
Right at the
Fine.
very beginning of the game.
Give you the slavers, I'll take the pirates.
Well, they're probably one and the same. Let's face it. Okay. So what are you gonna do? You're running out. There's like just mass confusion. What's the plan?
Let's stay in a defensible position and
Too late. I've run
keep our
out.
backs.
Shield, sword, and the first pirate I see, I'm gonna.
How do you distinguish them even? They all look the same.
Oh, just the first one I see. If Cortan wants all the slavers, he'll have to be fast, and he was fast to the door, so.
Okay, so Aveline, you're running out the door fast, are you? With your sword and shield.
Kind of fast. I might fall.
I know.
Do I have to do a athletics roll or something?
No, I'll assume you've managed to make it out of there.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see if I can set this up. Oh, this doesn't even want to set up. Can I just there we go. Let's see what I can do here while setting this combat up, which I should have done earlier but didn't. Screw it. Okay.
I'm assuming there's a bit of lighting outside.
There's a
Torches.
bit of lighting, but hang on a moment. Let me just set this up.
I
thought
could
about
take
that.
care of that if you hadn't run away.
I know. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Well, you're impulsive.
Oh, I'm trying. Oh yes, this is how I do it. That one? This button? What the hell? I'm running out of button. I can't remember how. Oh, why is this not working? This is weird. Sorry about this, folks. I'm having some weirdness in the combat tracker. I'm not entirely sure why that is the case. Here we go. Got it now. Me pulling the wrong things. Alright, so for those of you at home, I am setting up the enemies. The players still can't see this unless they're actually watching the stream, which they shouldn't be.
Not cheating. Don't worry.
And, well, so has anybody got a light, did you say? Is anyone holding a lamp or a torch or anything?
Well, if they're not too far away, I was just about to
Oh, you have
cast-
night vision, don't you? You're a...
I
You're
do,
a
I
dwarf.
do, but I wanted to also help by casting something.
I see.
They're not too far.
True enough. Let's open up a map, shall we? Now, we haven't actually used maps in previous games while we've been online here, but I'm going to try it now. They apparently were supposed to have set the map. We're running Fantasy Grounds. For those of you watching at home, we're running Fantasy Grounds. It's a tabletop software, virtual tabletop software. This is a Fantasy Grounds Unity. It's a very early access version of Fantasy Grounds Unity. So it has some, shall we say, weirdnesses, to say the least. So a lot of things don't work the way they should. But hopefully some things will work the way they should. Oh, there we go. That's nice. Let's share that with the players. So you should have a map of the village coming up on your screen.
Indeed.
Everyone see the map?
Yes.
And it's got a combat grid on at the moment. So you can zoom in and out using your scroll wheel. And if you want to move around, on the bottom right of the map, there's a little gold button with a cross in it. And if you drag on that, that will drag the map around on your screen.
I see the combat tracker. I don't see the map.
Go to images.
Oh, I do now.
There we
No,
go.
It's just come up, yeah.
Yeah, it takes a while to download from... right. And you'll see at the top middle of the map, there's the inn there with some horses outside. And you see there's various carts and things around there as well. Yeah. Actually, let's call the top of the map the stable. Let's call the inn the one with the horses and carts around it on the bottom left of the map to make it a little easier. All right? Yep.
Right.
So let's put you guys onto the map. So Telerian is still in the inn. If you zoom in a bit on the bottom left, you'll see yourselves. Aveline's just stumbled out of the inn.
Stumbling.
Dem, where are you? You're still in the inn?
I'm right behind her, yeah.
Yeah, and Corthan he's outside already. Let's put him there. Okay, so now we can see, you can see yourselves there on the map beside those horses.
Yeah.
All right, and there's loads of action and trouble and problems around, because there is various other enemies around. Let's stick a few enemies onto this map as well. So let's stick a few random enemies on the map. Again, you won't be able to see them yet. Oops. Let's get them on the grid if I can. And you'll see them coming up soon. That'll do to start with. There we go. So, it's actually, you see it with astonishment, they're huge, they're large and burly and green skin with giant tusks, and they're wearing like sort of old decrepit leather armor and carrying big ugly curved swords.
Ugh.
Okay. Those are not the ones that kidnapped me.
They're definitely not the ones that kidnapped you, no.
Well, we'll send them to Nurgle.
Sure. I didn't say I wasn't gonna kill them. I'm just not that.
At the mention of Nurgle, I turn to Dam and give him a kind of a dirty look, and I try to stick to the shadows.
Okay. So, all right, there we have it. So let's go into a combat. Let's dial up a combat round. And your combat round, Talarian gets a king of spades, and he goes first. What are you going to do, Talarian? Since you're still in the inn, you could, and people are in front of you, you could go on hold for the time being.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold.
Okay, he's going on hold for the next turn. And Carthan, you're up.
I'm gonna try to run up to the first Orc Warrior 4 that I see here on the map, and
all right.
try to stick him with my short swords.
You get too short. Now your pace, if you look at your character sheet here, which I have on the screen, your pace is 6, which means you can move 6 squares and attack, so that you can't get to him yet.
Okay. Well, then I'll try to sneak up using stealth.
All right, make a stealth roll. And he gets a 2. Okay, that's definitely a failure. If you haven't seen Savage Rules before, normally you need a 4 to succeed. 4 or higher is a success, but less than 4.
I'm going to Benny that.
You're going to spend a Benny. He's spending a Benny. He's going to roll it again. He's recovers himself with a 3. I'll actually allow that because it's dark and there's lots of confusion. I will allow you to stay in stealth. So you can move your 6 squares and be stealthy. That's it. No one, they don't see you.
Hold on.
Just pull the thing. There we go. All right. Cool. All right, Dem, what are you up to?
Okay, I'm going to look at Evelyn and say, Nurgle is on our side, and I'm going to mumble a bit, mumbly, and I'm going to roll smite.
For up to 3 weapons. All right, engulfing flames of Nurgle. He's casting a spell.
My sword burst into flames, and I think Evelyn is also using a sword?
An axe.
Or an axe. Well, the axe had burst into flames.
Okay, so Evelyn's axe bursts into flames, Dem's sword bursts into flames. Anything else? Just those 2?
Just those 2.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stand there. Oh no, I can move as well. I'll move as well. If I can move past Evelyn.
All right, so you get smite on your weapon. Let's put it on there.
I assume I can go as far as that, I guess.
And smite on Evelyn as well. Okay. All right. You can do your pace is 5 because you're a dwarf. You've only got little legs, right? Okay,
and
that's
there's
as
the
far as you go.
diagonal, and there's horses in the way. I guess that far is okay, huh?
Yeah, well, that'll work. We'll call it that. Orcs are up. So these orcs are milling around, grabbing people. They're running around at random, more or less. There just seems to be massive confusion. They seem to be grabbing at everyone they can find. And what's their pace? Their pace is 6 as well. They're big guys. They got legs. Let's call it 2, 4. He's heading over this way, but he still doesn't see Carthan. All right, who else? So this one's charging down the street here, and this one's going to charge down the street a bit as well. And let's get these guys moving along. We're going to be running around doing various things. This guy's going to head down this way. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason in this, but you do see them snatching people up at random. Let's just oops, we missed Aveline. Let's go back there. Aveline, you're up.
Okay. Well, I see one orc coming up. Do I see it? Or is it too dark to see the orc?
I'll allow you to. I can say you can see
I
this.
can see something
this
coming.
big green thing with
Yeah,
the sword and the
they're
shield
coming
come
over
clunk, 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 clunk. They're not exactly stealthy.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna at least stand next to Dame. Maybe a bit in front of him. So we can gang up maybe the next round.
Gang up's always a good idea.
So I'll get behind Kotan.
Okay, that'll do. Robin, you're still on hold. Do you want to come off hold and do something?
Yeah, I'm just kind of moseying on out of this. I'm trying to walk. My movement is 5. I think I'm 5 as well because of my obesity.
Oh yes, that's
I
true.
do
Your
have a
pace
belt
is
of
5.
quickness,
Yes,
by the way.
you've done a what?
I've got a belt of quickness, but I
Yeah,
can't remember what it does.
that's why you were first.
Ah, right.
I've got the belt of. You have a belt of quickness, and that gives you always a lot more speed and better initiative each turn. Okay, next turn. Let's do it. Next turn we have. What just happened? Where's the pointer? Got to. Oh, Telerian was still on hold. Telerian, you're up again. I don't know why you're up with a.
I'm going to hold again.
He's going to hold again. Okay. Then Aveline, you're up.
Well, basically I can go ahead and bash the orc with my shield.
You
right?
can indeed, yeah, absolutely. Bash with your
Get him on
shield,
the-
probably better bashing with the sword. But hey, you
And-
can do whatever you want to do.
Well, I was thinking about maybe just getting him to the ground first, and then Cortan can jump him or something.
You can do that if you wish. Yeah, you want to try and knock him over.
Yeah. Yeah. Why
Okay,
not?
you're going to hit him with your shield.
Yes. How do I do that?
That's a good question. I'm not sure if that's actually set up in here at the moment. That's why I'm like, really? You want to do that? That is not set up here at the moment. So remind me to do it somewhat. It's a good tactic, but let's not do it now because it's going to be slow things down. Just hit him with your axe and remind me to set up that shield bash next time. It'll be easier.
Okay, so that's number 4.
You can just step out there and get in front of him.
I can actually get to him and
Yeah, it's
attack him already, or
yeah,
is that
sure,
for-
yeah, absolutely. You get 6 squares plus an attack.
Okay, so I move first then?
Yeah,
Guess.
just move first in
Just
there. Yep,
front
yep, that's perfect. And then do your attack.
Yeah,
You
so
can
that-
just grab your axe and you can drag it onto. You can drag it either onto him, and you can drag it straight onto him in the orc. Oh, there we go. And she misses.
Wow.
Swings and
There is
misses.
6. Okay. At least
Do you want
I
to spend a
distracted
penny
it.
or
No, not yet.
okay?
There's a lot more there. So
Carthan, you're up, and you're still in stealth.
I sneak up to the orc.
Oh, thank you,
and-
Clothar. It's athletics versus strength. Thank you, Clothar, or Closhar, for that. Hey, Creo. This is no, we're not playing D&D. We're playing Savage Worlds, but more or less the same thing, just slightly more specific. Well, slightly simpler and faster rules. But nice to have you with us, Creo 22. All right, Clothar, what are you up to?
Do I have the gang up bonus? On...
It should be automatically applied if you're on the map like this, I think. Try it and see.
Could also apply for the drop, no? If he's in stealth.
Not in a combat like this, but I wouldn't say the drop, no, because the guy's aware that he's aware that he's in combat. If he was just sort of standing around staring off the distance, dreaming about his long lost orc maiden love, then it would be the drop. But right now it's just he gets in and hits him before anything. He knows what's happening.
It's not that kind of party.
Okay, and you've got dual wielding capabilities, don't you, Crothan?
Yep.
Okay, so he's got and 2 swords.
Yeah.
He's going classic fantasy twin sword dual wield, or twin short sword.
I try to hit him with one of the swords.
And that's a hit.
I hit.
Yes, and the gang up bonus is automatic. One of the great things about having the map here, it actually applies all the bonuses and everything. And he's unharmed, not enough damage on a short sword.
And
You
then
can spend a penny to redo the damage if you want to. You've only got 2 left, though.
Yeah, I have 2 left, so I'm gonna try to save up for the rest.
Okay, whatever you want to do.
Try to hit him with
The other short sword. Okay, and he misses.
Miss.
All right. Well, it was worth a try, but it was useless. Orcs. These orcs are just going to run around a bit more. Whoops. You'll see, if you're watching at home, you'll see the map moves automatically to focus in on the orcs. Ah, here's the orc that's right in front of you guys. So he gives a giant roar because he's being sees what's going on, and he raises his scimitar and strikes Aveline. Oh! And he misses! Wow. Even with a 6, he misses because of her incredible parrying. Okay, so that's no good. Alright, next orc. This one, he hears the roar, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And this orc, he hears the roar, he's going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. Okay. Next orc. He's going to come running up here. And these guys are still running up and down the street. And various other things going on. Right. Okay, and now it's the turn of the dwarf. Oops, I keep going too fast.
What just
Dwarf.
happened? Okay, I don't think I can get into a position where I can hit
Well,
them.
there's a horse and
I
cart in the way at the moment, so no.
Can you shoot them away?
You do have spells.
Shoo. I will do a shoo on the one that is further away. Yeah. I mean, I will move a bit. 1, 2, and I will do a
Jump, dwarf. Jump,
staring.
says Closhar. Closhar says you should jump. Hey, Creo22, what language do you speak anyway? He says his English isn't very good. We'll try and speak slowly. Savage Worlds is very, very easy system. But I'll point out a few of the interesting rules as we go along. But we'll just keep it moving. All that counts is people are going to start hitting each other and have some fun. So, all right.
I stare at the orc and very, very calmly hold the sword in front of my face to show him the fire, and yeah, he recognizes what it means.
He's casting his power of cower before the judgment of Nurgle. Oh my god. Okay. So this Orc Warrior is He's been affected by the fear of Nurgle. He's going to roll his spirit score. Oh, he gets a 6. He gets a 10. Oh. But
He's an atheist.
He's an atheist. But Dam did get a 12. So luckily, okay. So the orc is like screams in fear and turns and tries to run away.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. So.
Oh, not this one.
Not that one? Which one?
No, the one further away.
This one? 6?
6, yep.
Okay, so he runs back that way.
We need to kill some, I mean.
True.
You can't chase them all.
Don't
All right,
want
next
them
turn.
to
Oh, Talarion, you're still on hold.
I'm just gonna waddle off here.
Okay.
I'm really not sweating this one. I'm just kind of like.
All right,
watching
next
my
turn.
trading.
Aveline gets a joker.
Yay. I get
So
the
you
badge
can go
first.
you get
I'll try and
+2
measure.
because you got a joker for initiative. Everybody gets a Benny for free, which is great. All the
Woohoo.
players get a Benny. And Aveline, you get +2 on everything you do, and you can go anytime you want. But you probably want to go right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and attack that orc number 4 again.
Okay, she swings her axe, feeling the power of the joker, and gets a 4 and misses. Do you want to spend a Benny? Now is a good time to spend a Benny because you'll
Yes.
still get the +2 bonus.
Because that was just awful.
That was pretty awful. Even with the gang up bonus and she misses again.
Oh
Unbelievable.
my god.
She's got everything on her
I'm
side.
still sluggish from the food, you know.
I can imagine. Do you want to spend another Benny? You still got 3 left.
Yeah, why not?
She
One
swings
last
wildly
swing.
again,
Yeah.
trying desperately
If I don't
hard
hit
to.
I get on my ass.
Oh, hang on. This time she gets a 9. Hits with a raise. Now we're talking.
Yep. I eventually do hit them, so
Oh, ow.
sweet.
And gets a 30 damage. Okay. The orc takes 5 wounds. I think we can safely say that orc is down. He is absolutely down. Big time. Okay, so that's the first blood to Aveline, as always. Another decapitation for Aveline.
Yeah. Just takes a while before I actually hit them, but
Closha says 2 bennies well spent. I think so too. Very well spent.
absolutely.
For that massive 30 damage. All right. Next up, we have Dam. What are you going to do, Dwarf?
Oh, it's me.
Oh, yes, it is you.
Well, I can't. If I want to go past them, it's athletics that we don't stumble over each other. I forgot.
Yeah. Roll athletics to see if you can, sort of leap over and get past them.
Leap.
Well, you are a dwarf,
That
but yeah.
That could end terribly.
It gets a 3 trait rolls a natural 1. He tries to leap around them and sort of swings around and falls up against the cart.
Yeah.
You want to spend a Benny on that?
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's not that like I can reach
Corthan,
anyone.
you're up.
I
That orc
tried
in front of
to-
you is pretty much out of the action. So
I know I'm walking up to the other one.
okay,
And
that'll do.
I'm gonna,
Sticking with the pointy bit.
yep.
All right, he's sticking him with the pointy end.
Then I swing my other sword. What was that?
Critical failure. Okay, he swings his first sword. He misses. He swings his second forward, and it shoots right out of his hand and goes swirling off into the night.
Oh no.
The presence of Nurgle.
And the orc stands there and laughs his ass off. Talarion. What's it going to be, my friend?
I'm going to kind of toddle over. So my screen is freezing up a little bit. Yeah, I'm just following Corthan and kind of giggling a bit.
Very
Fair enough.
supportive.
Okay. So how are you, by the way, you people watching at home, how are the maps looking for you? Can you... I think it looks quite well on the action. You can see what's going on. But let me know if you think the maps look good or not. Alright, so Telerian's done that. Orcs. These guys are still running around at random, grabbing at people and various other things. Let's just keep them running around for a bit. And Orc Warrior number 4 is incapacitated. Orc Warrior number 5, that's this one. Okay. And he's got, let's say he's got he's got a club. Alright. And he's going to smack Crothan with his club. And he hits. Alright. And that's... Ouch.
I'm gonna use the Benny to try to soak up the damage.
He soaks and he manages to soak one of the wounds. So he takes 2 wounds from the orc smacking him on the side of the head. Boom! 2 wounds to Corthan. And for those of you who for like D&D players or whatever who've been watching, in this game you don't have hit points. You get a capability. Your body can take 3 wounds, and then if you take another wound, you're incapacitated. So effectively, you have 4 hit points, and that's it. You don't get any more. You can never get any more. So you have effectively 4 hit points. So he's just taken half his possible damage. Everything he does from now on in is -2 to his action, because getting wounded really hurts in this game. So not a good start for the new assassin. That's what happens when you attack head on, right, assassin? Okay, next turn. So we've got another orc here. He's going to go he's going to go over here and smack at Telerian.
Oh,
Isn't that the feared one?
Yeah.
It is? Oh, you're right. That is the feared one. So who have we got next? Orc Warrior 7. Orc Warrior 8. He's going to come running up this way. And let's just assume we go on to the end.
I bet more of them would miss Telerian if he still didn't have ropes.
Next turn. Aveline first again with an ace. What are you going to do, Aveline? You've still got a +2 damage thanks to your flaming axe.
This...
Should have actually been +4 because it was with the raise, but the smite. Anyway.
Oh, really?
Well, anyway, last time she
It was
rolled
a raise.
30 on the damage. That was okay.
True.
Was really necessary.
Not worth it, but anyway,
No.
go on.
Is there a way you can do smite with a raise? It doesn't seem to be here, but anyway, whatever. Keep moving.
I think I could just get 1, 2, 5, 6 in front of that other orc.
2, 3, 4. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. And that's number 7. I can still attack him, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Use your axe. Let's go.
7, number 7. Not number 7.
Whoops. And she gets a 5. That's a hit.
Oh. Okay.
You got a +2 gang up bonus because you got Telerian and Crothan with you.
Oh, so it does do it automatically.
It does it
right?
automatically. It's one of the great things about
Yeah.
the maps in this game. It actually, if you're standing beside one of your teammates and attacking something, it'll automatically give you a bonus for flanking them.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if it does a smite then.
Oh, here we go again. That's 21 damage. Oh my god. This character is so vicious. 3 wounds and
Nice.
boom, another orc bites the dust. Aveline is a hell of a fighter. I'll give her that. A hell of a fighter. Excellent play. Orcs. Okay, so where have we got now? So this orc sees the action going on. He's going to go 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to go in here and smack on Corthan again. Just because I'm feeling mean. And he gets a 1. He misses. Orc Warrior 3, he's coming down here. Orc Warrior 4 is incapacitated. Orc Warrior 5 is still alive. And he's going to club Corthan again. This time he misses, even though he's got a gangle bonus from his other orc. Orc number 6. Was that the feared one? No, it's not.
Yes.
Orc number... Oh, yeah, he's the feared
6.
one. He's going to keep on running. He's just running the hell out of things. Let's assume that he's effectively incapacitated from fear. Orc Warrior 7. Orc Warrior 7 is going to attack Aveline with his scimitar. All right, he's incapacitated. No, he's not. He's incapacitated. All right. Okay. Orc Warrior 8. He's coming up there. And then it is... Let's just go straight to Dam, shall we?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Smite power is about to expire. Maintain. Do I have to roll something?
I don't normally care too much about this, but just let it expire.
Yeah, I will.
Not big into maintaining spells. Too much bookwork.
Yeah. Good.
How many enemies? A lot of enemies, Creo. A lot of enemies. But they're doing pretty good so far.
I'll what can I do? I can roll another fear.
They seem to have screwed up the dice rolling in this. The dice keep rolling off my screen instead of staying inside the box. And he gets a 4. Who are you fearing?
Should be what? That should be Orc Warrior 2.
Orc Warrior 2.
I dropped it on him, so I'm no idea why.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't make any difference when you do that. Hang on. Let's open this up. Where are you, Orc Warrior? I'll just... Why is this not working? Oh, they screwed this up again as well now. Oh, there we go. Orc Warrior 2 is... is going to roll his... screw it. He's going to roll Spirit. And he gets a 5. He goes... Rawr!
I will Benny that. I'll try again. Oh, God.
He gets a 6.
6.
Okay. Orc Warrior 2. Let's just assume he's incapacitated as well then. For the sake of argument. He's out of the match. All right. So next we have Corthan. He's shaken. He remains shaken. You're really off balance, Corthan, from the being hit last time. You can spend a Benny to unshake yourself.
I'm definitely gonna try.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea while you've got like 2 orcs smacking you. Okay, so you're back in action at a -2. What are you going to do? You're surrounded there. You've got yourself in a choke point.
Is there any way to
You've got
get
2
out of
wounds
this?
and only 1 sword. You can try making an athletics roll to jump away. I'd allow that to get
behind me.
To get behind Aveline or someone like that. Yeah. And he fails it because he's got a -2 on his wounds. And he's got no bennies left. Okay, he tries to get away and stumbles about and doesn't make it. Oh dear. Telerian.
Okay, 7 is incapacitated, right?
Yes, Orc Warrior 7 in front of you is incapacitated, yes.
In that case, I'm gonna do some taunting, I think.
Taunting's a great idea. Let's taunt.
Yeah. Hey, greenies, you look like something that came out of my nose.
Thank you for following Creo22. Appreciate that. Taunt, he gets over 3. The
Yeah,
orc just looks at you.
I'm out of practice.
Clearly doesn't understand doesn't even know what language you're speaking. Because did you say that in Orcish? I don't think you did. Because nobody knows Orcish. In case you're wondering, orcs are all known, and orcs are all known in Thule. No one's ever seen an orc before in their whole lives. This is the first time any of you have ever even seen one of these things. You've heard about them. You heard about them on your grandmother's knee when you were a baby, in case the orcs might come and get you, but you've never seen or heard of an orc in real life. So, or even know what language they speak. So next turn. And it's Aveline first again with a jack.
Okay. Is there any way for me to, I don't know, get Corton behind me so he's out of the...
You could make an
line of
athletics
fire?
roll to step over that dead body of the orc in front of the incapacitated one and attack one and give him room to get behind you, I suppose. Or you could go right between all the orcs. They're Orc Warrior 8 and Orc Warrior 2. There's a space there. You could stand right in the middle of it if you wanted to.
So the athletics roll is to get...
To step
On
over
top
the...
of-
Because
step
Seven's
over, yeah.
lying wounded, with his head hanging off. Groaning in pain and blood everywhere. So I want an athletics roll to see if you can get past him.
Right. See me fall flat on my face, probably.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, she gets a 6 and a 2. She gets a 7. That's a success.
Yay. So I can get up to here then.
I'll allow that, yeah.
Okay, and then...
Right in the middle of the danger.
Well,
Yeah, well...
Orc 2 is incapacitated too.
Oh yeah, he's feared.
Oh, yeah, he's
Yeah.
incapacitated, yeah. So you've only got
yeah.
8, so the only one you got to worry about. So you can hit Orc 8 if you want to.
Let's try that.
All right, let's see if she can make it a 3. A hat trick, as we say in England. And she rolls a 3 and misses. All right, do you want to spend a Benny?
No, not yet.
Okay, orcs. So Orc 2 is incapacitated. He's running away. Let's just take him out of the action completely. Actually, let's just take him out of here completely.
Put
Okay.
him out of his misery.
Yeah, he's put him out of his misery. That was... was that 2? Okay, there he goes. Orc Warrior 3. He's still up. Where is he? He's going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to come up to here. All right. Who else have we got? Orc Warrior 4. He's incapacitated. Orc Warrior 5 is up. He's going to... I'm going to be nice to Corthan and get him to go there and hit Aveline. With his club. Just because I'm being nice. And he misses. Alright, next orc. Orc Warrior 6. He was the other one that was feared. I'll just get rid of him. Okay. Orc Warrior 7. He dies from blood loss.
Yes.
Orc Warrior 8. Alright, he's going to hit Aveline with his scimitar. Oh, he gets an 8. And he rolls again. Gets a 10 altogether. That's a hit. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, I've got a shield for something.
And she's unharmed.
Just...
Okay, Orc Warrior 9. He's coming to the battle. Orc Warrior 10. Where's Orc Warrior 10? Is he even... Is that Orc... No, he's not even on the screen yet. Why not? Let's put him on the screen. There's Orc Warrior 10. He's going to come up behind him as well. And let's move on to Dem. You're up.
Okay. Can I go here and stand on the corpse of the...
Make
Of
an
the
athletics roll to see if your little dwarven legs can bounce on his corpse.
You know my dwarven legs and my athletic skill. Yeah, should be fine.
He just about makes it. Yeah, he's standing shaking on top of the dead orc. All right, what are you going to do now you're on top of the dead orc?
I'm gonna attack Orc 5.
You're going to attack Orc 5, okay.
Ugh. I'm gonna use a...
And he misses.
Well, that looks better.
That was a hit with the raise. Okay. That's effectively a critical hit in Savage Worlds terms. All right, let's see what he does. And he... Whoa! Gets a 16 with his flaming longsword with a raise. Critical hit with a flaming longsword. 16 damage. 2 wounds. We've just lost another orc. And he is...
Currently no longer flaming, but I appreciate the drama.
It was actually still flaming.
Yeah, it still has smite plus
Smite
2.
plus 2.
Huh.
Indeed. Telerian, you're up.
Okay.
I'm going to repeat the same taunt in Elven.
In Elven? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because it's well, it's not the oldest language I know, but it's a fairly old language that I know. So I'm taunting away.
Oh, hey, Vixen. Yes, Kailyn got a camera. She's looking great, isn't she? So Telerian's taunting in Elven. Now, who are you taunting? Orc Warrior 8, huh?
Yeah, Orc Warrior 8.
Orc Warrior 8. Let's see what Orc Warrior 8 thinks of that. And what are you saying to him in Elvish?
You look like something that came out of my nose, Greedy.
Again.
Now, interesting enough, you notice that he has a logo on a shield that looks like an orc with a broken nose. And he goes, "Rah!" And is like, obviously, really, really, really not happy about that at all. Is really, really unhappy about it. And gets very distracted. He starts yelling back at you in very weird, rough Elven. He starts... I just put a second distracted by mistake. He starts yelling, "You know nothing! Human! You know nothing!" In like very, very weird, ancient, like very almost ununderstandable Elvish.
Wow.
But you have distracted him from his combat. Oh, it gives you a little icon with an exclamation mark now when he's distracted.
So you put distracted on me, not on him?
No, it's on him. You're not distracted. Oh, you're distracted.
No,
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't want to do that. There we go. But he's distracted. Sorry, that was a mistake. All right, Corthan, you're still up with your 2 wounds, but luckily you're out of danger at the moment. That orc in front of you is incapacitated. What are you going to do? You still got 1 sword and half a body.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and look for my other short sword.
You're going to try and look for your other sword. Okay, do you have low light vision?
Yep.
Oh, you do, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right, make a notice roll. Oh, yes. And he gets a 6. Yeah, you see that your sword's lying over here. So you want to run over and get it?
Yep.
All right, let's assume you're over here and you've picked up your sword. Next turn.
Yep.
And it's Dame to go first with the 10 of hearts.
Hello?
Dame, yes?
It is I.
Yes, it is you.
Orc Warrior 8 is down, right? Or is he just distracted?
Orc Warrior is distracted.
Okay. Well,
because he's yelling, screaming back at Telerian. They're having a screaming match in Ancient Elvish. And swings with his black steel longsword and misses. You want to spend a penny, or are you just going to take the miss?
no, I think I might need some more later.
Okay. Orc Warrior 3 is going to come charging up to here and swing his scimitar at Aveline. Oh. And he hits. And bounces off her armor, off her shield.
Yep.
Orc Warrior 4 is down. Orc Warrior 5 is down. Orc Warrior 7 is down. Orc Warrior 8 is still up, but he's distracted. And he really doesn't like the fact that Dam's in between him and Talarian. So he's going to swing his scimitar at Talarian, or at Dam. And he misses because he's way too distracted. Orc Warrior 9 is a bit out of the fight, so he's going to change that. Get up there. Orc Warrior 10 is going to get up beside him. It's a lot of orcs. Alright, let's move along, and it's Corthan. You're up. There's all the other orcs who are just still milling around, I'll say. Corthan, you're up. You've got 2 swords back, but you're still wounded.
I can't try healing in combat, right? I have to
Nope,
wait.
unless you have a spell, you can't use... Healing is like actually bandaging yourself up, so that takes time. A lot longer than you've got.
Okay, then I go up to them and try to help out Aveline.
Why not? Yeah, I mean that you can get you'll get the gang up bonus there.
Orc Warrior 3.
Sorry, on Orc, yeah. Just drag your sword dice onto Orc Warrior 3.
I try to swing with one of my swords.
And he misses. Because he's got -2 for being wounded. Oh, and this one he gets a 6.
The other one.
Yes, he gets a hit with the second sword. All right. Dual wielding finally becomes useful. Can he do some damage? No, he can't.
Oh.
And he's got no bennies left. All right. He's swinging wildly. He hits, but... Flink, Talarian, you're up. Do you want to try taunting some more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come back and I shall taunt you again.
I'll allow you to taunt a whole lot of them if you want. I mean, they're all within
They're
earshot.
all in range.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They'll all hear you, so...
Yeah. Okay, so I start singing an old elven song. There were 10 green bottles standing on the wall. And I carry on until I get a reaction.
Okay, make a taunt roll. He gets a 5. All right. Orc Warrior 3 gets a 5. So Orc Warrior 9 gets a 1. Orc Warrior 8 gets a 5. Orc Warrior 10 gets a 6. He just starts screaming and yelling. But the others are definitely... They're all getting very distracted by these weird-ass shit that's going on. So let's distract these guys. There we go. He's distracted. He's distracted. And he's distracted again, too. Let's assume they're all distracted. All right. Very clever. Aveline, you're up.
Okay. So 3 is distracted and 8 is still...
Yeah, the one with the little... If you zoom in, you can see the exclamation marks on their counters.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for the tip.
So that puts them on a -2 to in combat as well.
Yeah.
They're so distracted and screaming and yelling that they're not to par. Yeah. So
I'll hit Orc number 8. He's in front of me.
Go for it. Let's see what you can do, baby. Rock and roll. Oh, she gets a 6, and that's a hit.
Hey, come on, baby. Some damage.
And it's an 8. He's shaken.
That's
All
something.
right. That may put him out of action for a turn. Maybe shaken. All right. Next. It's the next turn. Oh, and it's Corthan with the Joker. Everyone gets a Benny. Apart from Corthan, apparently. Maybe. Oh, he's not in the party. He's not on the party sheet, is he?
Yeah.
Corthan.
I didn't get a Benny when Aveline got
Well, let's
the Joker.
fix that, shall we? Aveline Talarian's not on the party sheet either. There we go. Okay. then you should get a Benny and another Benny. And let's give Talirian a couple of Bennies. He's got a giant stack of them now. There you go. Okay. Corthan, you're up. You've got +2 to everything, and you've got 2 Bennies left. What's it going to be?
I see that Aveline did some damage to Orc Warrior 8, and I'm going to try to finish him off.
Yeah, he's shaken, so he's distracted and shaken. So, and you still missed, even with your Joker bonus. Do you want to spend a Benny?
Yeah,
and he still misses.
This one.
All right, and he's going to Benny it again. Okay. Oh, this time he hits. He gets a 7. That's a hit. All right. Even through his wounds, he managed to hit one of his swords, and does a wound. Gets an 8 because of the Joker bonus. Does a wound on that orc, and the orc is down. All right. He finally actually manages to connect. Well done, Corthan. Aveline, you're up.
Okay.
So the one in front of you is down and out now, but there's still Orc 3.
Number 3, yeah. Go for it.
What's going to happen? Oh, that's a hit with her axe.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, and he's shaken. Okay, another one's shaken. Not enough to actually damage him, but enough to put him off. Talirian.
Yep.
The taunting genius.
I think I've had enough of taunting for a while. So while I'm thinking more good insults, I'm going to waddle up here, go around this guy. So that's 1, 2, 3. And wind up there.
I
haven't seen
the movement yet. We're a very international team, and Robin is in Turkey right now, Ankara in Turkey, and his latency on his connection is ridiculous. So he'll do something on his client for the software, and it'll appear on our screens a minute later sometimes.
Okay, I'm trying to move this guy. Right.
There it comes. Yep. No, I see it. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Now what are you going to do?
Stab.
Yeah, he's shaken and distracted, so you're going to stab him with your dagger.
I'm gonna
with your cursed cultist dagger.
Adding injury to insult.
Yes. In a very long, distant previous game, he managed to kill an evil cultist and steal his sacrificial dagger. So, let's see what he can do with it. Even though he's a big, fat courier who's not really a combat person, but why not? Let's go. Add injury to insult. Add insult to injury, actually. And he misses. You want to spend a Benny? You've got 6 of them.
I do want to spend a Benny, yeah.
Okay. Do you know where that phrase to add insult to injury comes from?
No.
It's because when back in the days when the Celts used to use slings, they used to write on the stones. They would use on slings, and they would write "fuck you" or "this one's for you" or "die bastard" or whatever, and that was adding insult to injury.
Oh, what?
Apparently.
But I think when Robin said injury to insult, was
yeah, exactly. That's more Talirian's. Yeah, that's Talirian's thing. Yes, he adds insult to injury. Yes.
Anyway.
And he gets a hit with it. All right. He gets a hit with his coldest dagger. Can he connect? This guy's shaking.
Isn't it?
He's distracted. He's shaking. Come on, you can do this.
This is not the internet. My computer is slowed down. Okay, right. Okay. Drag them over.
That's 19 damage with a dagger. All right. Incredible damage numbers in this game. All right, 19 damage. There's an orc. Stabs him on the back of the head. He drops like a stone. All right, so next, Dam, you're up.
Okay.
There's a lot of dead bodies laying around here.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'll just step on that one.
Athletics roll, please.
Yep, I'm be surprised if that works. but
Klosha says Aveline should get a two-handed axe. That would be good, but on the other hand, she's carrying a shield which keeps her on her feet. So
Yeah.
it's the old classic sword and board or two-handed. And Dan rolls a 1 in athletics. And he's using a Benny.
I'm going to use a Benny.
Okay. And what does he get? He gets 3 on his athletics. Again.
Can't I
No.
help and keep him up?
He tries hopping from body to body and fails miserably.
Yeah.
All right, orcs. He's incapacitated. All right, so what happens? All these orcs, you hear a sound of a horn blowing, and the other orcs all sort of look around and start running away. So they're gonna run like hell. What do you want to do?
So there's 2 left, right?
Well, the only ones that are left are the ones that are incapacitated or dead. Every one of them who's able-bodied is just started running.
Yeah, those 2 actually left the battle scene. Yeah.
Yeah, the other 2 others who left earlier because they were feared by damn spell. So it's just dead bodies left now, and the orcs all like start sprinting for the other side of the village. Do you want to do anything?
I wince through the pain and look at the others and say, I'm going after them.
Are you sure you don't? I got healing skill, or is that taking too long again?
That takes too long. You can't use a healing skill in combat.
Fine. Do you want me
That's
to pick you
actually
up? I'm a big
bandaging people
girl.
up.
I can carry you probably. So.
Thanks, but I can carry
on my
myself.
I
Well,
won't swing you over. I'll get you on my back.
Klosha says Aveline should get a bronze breastplate, but what he doesn't realize is Aveline already has a bronze breastplate.
I do.
Yeah. See, she's a pretty tough
Bronze
lady.
corselet.
Yeah. So she's got a toughness of 10 altogether. She's pretty good for a character with only 3. It's still a novice character. She's the meanest novice character I've ever seen. All right. Sorry, what was that you're going to do?
Well,
Run after them and see where they're going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're running.
right next to you.
As you run after them, you see that they're all sprinting for the woods, and several of them are carrying squirming bodies of children and various other people, including one of them, including Telerian's servant. Yes, who was wandering around looking after the horses earlier. So they've captured Telerian's servant and various of the villagers, and they're running away with them and sprinting very fast. Too fast for you to keep up through the forest.
I still want to try and follow them anyway. Maybe we can track them.
Yeah, do you have survival skill?
No. Is that
I
unskilled? I have to, or somebody else? Maybe?
Well, we're at 7:30 UK time, so we've been playing for an hour and a quarter now. We can continue a little bit longer if you want to, or we can call it a halt there and come back to this in the next game. Up to you guys.
I can try a survival roll.
Okay, try a survival. Yeah, survival will get it's what used for tracking, and he fails it. By the way, you also, if you're wounded in this game, you've got what's known in the medical world as the golden hour. If you're healed within an hour of taking the wounds, you can be healed up. If you don't have someone heal you within the first hour, then it takes you days to heal because your wound has to heal naturally. So unless you can get yourself bandaged up within the next hour, you're going to have 2 wounds for the next couple of weeks.
Oh, I can try bandaging myself up.
You have healing skill and a healing kit?
Yeah. Well, I have a healing skill, but no kit.
I'll assume you've got some. We'll assume that was an oversight, and we'll assume you have some healing, some bandages, and various other healing things, if you want to do that. But in future, we have to make sure that stuff's in your inventory. So yeah, make a healing roll and see if you can bandage yourself up.
Sure.
But by the time you're finished, the orcs are going to be well on their way.
Yep,
And he gets a 2. He feels it.
Okay, I'll try healing.
Okay. Telerian has some healing skill. Okay, that's handy.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a healing skill too, so if you fail, then
And Telerian gets a 5. That's a success. So that heals one of Corthan's wounds.
can I try and heal the other then?
You can try, yes. Why not? Everybody's working on him, triaging him, and fails it. You can spend
Can
a
I
penny.
Yes, we should keep him alive.
And fails it. Do you want to spend another penny? You've still got bennies left. Tellerian's got tons of bennies. But he already had a success. But she's using a penny. Oh, she gets a 4. Yes. And she succeeds. Okay, so he's bandaged up. He's not too bad. He's a bit knocked around, but he's actually back in health, to reasonable health again.
I rolled an 8 earlier, by the way, with the survival thingy.
You did? Oh, you did. Yes. Sorry. Oh, yeah. You rolled an unskilled, and you
Yes.
still managed to get an 8. Okay. So you can see that the tracks that the orcs took through the forest. So yes, you could track them now if you want to. Like I said, you want to
Okay.
continue going for another 20 minutes or so, or do you want to call it a halt there, folks? You tell me. Robin, I know it's very late where you are, so
It's not too. It's 9:30. It's okay.
okay.
I can do another 20 minutes.
All right, let's keep on going then.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
all right. So gingerly you make your way through the forest, and the orcs are well gone, but you do manage to track them. And as you come through the forest, you see up against a tree, you see a very, very wounded orc laying against a tree, bleeding out copiously.
Wait, who wounded him?
Well, he was obviously wounded in the fight somewhere.
Okay,
And
yeah, okay.
made it this far, but can't go any further. Seriously
I-
incapacitated, definitely bleeding out. Looks like he's
I
about
take
to
my
die.
sword. I take my sword and put him out of his misery.
Well, what you're just going to?
Wait.
Question him first?
I can
Telerian
question
says
him
wait.
later.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, just
But-
I don't like that stuff, but go ahead.
Boys.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You can raise the dead, can't you? So you're
Well,
a shoot first, ask questions later.
Raising. That's a different school.
But hang on, Telerian,
Telerian-
you've told him to wait. Are you waiting? Yes or no?
Robin.
Yeah.
No. I'm
I
asking
said
you,
wait.
Dame. Are you waiting on Telerian's command, or are you still going to strike?
I'm turning around to. Yeah, I trust Telerian.
Okay, Telerian.
Smart guy.
What do you want to do?
Well,
That's maybe going a little far.
okay. There is just one thing that I know you can talk to dead people, but he won't speak your language. So
Mhm.
can I talk to dead people through you, like a kind of ghost whisperer thing?
Not really. Maybe you might be able to. If he brings their spirit to manifestation, you could probably talk to it if you're nearby. But I mean, he's still alive, and the orc. You see the orc, and he's sort of struggling to raise his sword. And he says, and he grunts in Elvish, "Let me die right."
Yeah,
I'll let you die if you tell me where you took my servant. Or where your friends took my servant. You're not taking anybody anywhere.
And he sort of struggles to his feet, and he's got his, and he's got still got a sword in his hand, but he doesn't need the strength to lift it. But he he makes sure he's got a sword in his hand. He goes, "Now you kill," and he sort of pokes his chest up against Dem's sword.
Can we?
No.
he didn't
He
answer.
wants us to kill us. No, he hasn't answered my question. And we'll let you die like a man, like a green thing.
And he said,
Answer my question. Can I like use persuasion on him?
Yeah, why not? You can try persuasion, yeah.
Okay.
Ow. He gets a big 18 in persuasion.
Telerian silver tongue.
Yeah, and the orc gets 3 and he goes like, home, back there, home island.
Which island is home?
Orc, home.
Okay, a little more detail would be nice. Like kind of first left past the Isle of Woe, carry on till you get to the sea monsters, something like that.
And he struggles to the edge of the clearing, and you can see down from the cliff top, you can see down towards where the beach is, and you can see that there's by the docks, where the village docks, because it's a little fishing village, was that there's an orc ship just setting sail right now.
Okay. Yeah, I think we got enough out of this guy. Oh, I've got as much as we're going to get. Yeah, you can kill him down. Send him to Nurgle.
Nurgle, open your doors, open your gates. For this one, because he was brave.
And the orc sort of, as your sword goes through his chest, he sort of puts his arm, he drops the sword and puts his arms around you like in an embrace.
Dwarf and orc. That's gonna be lovely.
I'm not racist.
No, it's just the size, you know. Aren't you gonna topple over?
Well, I have mass.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like when you see a really small guy with a really, really big girlfriend.
Yeah, that works too, I guess.
I should know. Okay. So the orcs are setting sail from the docks in a ship with the giant orcish symbols on the sails, etc. And the wind's starting to pick up. What are you going to do? And you can just hear the faint screams of human villagers being carried back on the wind.
Well, we gotta get after them, but is there a boat or
Really?
something? Yes.
Really?
They
Look,
Yeah.
you-
They've
This
got
vi-
fox. They've got
this
fox on board.
village, but this village has done nothing to defend themselves. Come
I
on.
don't care. They've
But
got
the-
fox.
Well, the big orcs. I mean,
Well, if they had at least tried, well, okay, good.
well, if we
Valerian, for you, I will do that. Okay, let's go.
Yep. Okay. Go down to the beach then, and see if there's a boat we can get in.
All right, so you go down towards the beach where the docks are. There's a couple of ramshackle jetties, and there are a couple of fishing boats still around there that you could take. Does anybody have any boating skill?
Can anyone swim?
Can anyone swim?
Don't know.
Definitely
without my
I definitely
arm.
brought my wrong character for this game.
Yeah, nobody ever takes boating skill because it's so useless, and yet they always end up on boats. Funny that.
I do have some experience rowing a boat.
That's true, but you still don't have any boating skill, do you?
Yeah.
Well, is there a boat?
At least survival allows you to navigate by the stars. Yeah, I said there are a couple of fishing boats there that you could commandeer, I suppose. But if you
Let's
don't
go
know
to
how
the
if you don't
village
know how to sail them, it might be a bit tricky. Yeah, you might have to find someone
Let's
who can sail them.
Go to the village and get someone. I mean, if
There's
they
anybody
find
left in the village.
Well, a few villagers have come running up behind you, like screaming and yelling. So you could always ask them if any of them knows how to sail a boat.
We should.
Mm-hmm.
Delirian, you're the silver
No.
tongue. Why don't you?
Good peasant folk.
Yeah.
We need your aid to get back our companion and yours. Which of you? Yes, children. My soon-to-be adopted daughter is on that. boat, and I would handsomely reward anybody who would assist in me getting her back. And of course, you want to see your dear ones again. So, who fancies themselves as a captain? Along with persuasion.
Oh, he gets a big 9. All right, that's good.
Yeah.
And a couple of able-bodied guys step forward and go like, "We'll go with you. We'll go with you. They took my wife. They took his daughter. We'll get you. We're with you, mate."
Okay, let's go.
All right. So you run down to the docks and jump into a fishing boat, and these guys hoist the main brace and split the main, whatever the hell sailors do, and untie the ropes, and whoosh, off you set sail into the deepest night towards a large orc ship in the distance sailing towards the horizon. And I think that's a good place to stop.
Yeah, good cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, that was fun, ladies and gentlemen. I really enjoyed that.
That was an excellent game, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's fun too.
Yeah, so this is actually another one of the Adventure a Week scenarios that we've been getting. So for those of you who are wondering, if you look on the Twitch page, you'll see one of our sponsors is adventureweek.com. And so we've been running a few of their adventures. This is one called Happiness in Slavery, which is a very peculiar title if you don't know Nine Inch Nails. But if you're a gothic industrial music fan like I am, Happiness in Slavery is a Nine Inch Nails song. If somebody wants to put a link to it in the chat, they can do. But I was going to actually run it as theme music for this, but Twitch are now and YouTube are both coming down really hard on using music in webcasts. And so every time in the last couple of shows I've done where I've been running YouTube links or anything like that, they've just stopped it completely. And then I have to go through it and edit everything out and then put it back up again to get the music out. So what you end up with is this thing where it's going, like, listen to that amazing soundtrack, and then there's just a hard cut with no music at all. So you have to supply your own music.
Well, we've got a rock star as the games master, so
yeah, well, they even do that.
You can do a Nine Inch Nails cover.
Yeah, that's true. And
Sun God play Nine Inch Nails. Why not?
I probably could do a Nine Inch Nails cover, but like I did a stream a few days ago where I was playing Elite with my own music, my ambient album in the background, and it was fantastic, and that got nailed. And I did a Mech Warrior stream where I was playing Mech Warrior, playing my own Cassandra Complex tracks in the background. That got nuked as well. So I can't even use my own music that I own without getting nuked. So because it's like, you're using this without permission. I was like, I wrote the goddamn thing. So I'm actually trying to find a solution for that. One of the things I would like to do with future games is actually have some more soundtracky kind of stuff and maybe put in some sound pads and things. We'll see. But anyway, this has still been an excellent game. You're an excellent team of players. Everyone did stupendously well. Again, major shout out to Aveline.
MVP, definitely.
MVP,
Yeah.
absolutely, for sure. Considering that you're such a new player with such a new character, you're really absolutely fighting well above your weight level. So, excellent work. Okay, so everybody watching, thank you very much for watching. Kloshar, thank you for your input. It was really fun as always. Vixen, Benny for the Ghost Swiss reference. I missed that. Oh, well. But Vixen, thank you for being here. Creo22, if you're still here, thank you so much for following and being there. Anyone else who's watching, really appreciate it. We should hopefully, if all goes well, be back next Thursday, same time, same place, for more adventures in Primeval Thule. Thank you so much, everyone, and good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.